And then the real damage. Could you please send us a little money? That's what they do. They send us a little money. People live forward or downward to our expectancies. Now, you will use your own words. The encouragement letter is the letter sent out after a major community Sunday. It's the letter sent out after Easter. You will use your own words. Paragraph 1, our church is doing solid work. Paragraph 2, the lives and destinies of many, many people are being helped in the name of Christ. Paragraph 3, thank you for the generosity of your giving. You don't even have to say send more money. They will. People give money to winning causes, not sinking ships. And the encouragement letter, in a proactive way, will help you with the giving before you get to July. The July letter is reactive. Reports in meetings, Finance Committee, year-end thank you. At the end of the year, when you send the statement of contribution, put in it, these are the people who have been helped by your giving during this year. These are the people who did the helping. These are the leaders who helped that to happen. Show the same 3 pictures with which you built the budget at the beginning of the year. And help people know that their lives and their giving are genuinely counting in specific ways. And people will give. Now, you see what one can do. These are the 12 ways that you could advance thank you. And with you look at year 1 and year 2 and year 3 and year 4, then you take 4 years and you put 2 or 3 of these in place each year, so that by the time we get to, not 96, 97, but by the time we get to 98 or 99, we've got most of these 12 going for us. People live forward or downward to our expectancies with you. People give to winning causes, not sinking ships. People give to groupings that say thank you for what they are doing. Now, this will disappear from the screen just with your team partner. Pick 2 you could implement this year.
I'm on. The church has to be ministry of appreciation.
Word on behalf of the future. There are 4 futures for congregations. Mega, large regional, middle, small, strong. There are 4 futures God gives us. It is not true that the only future for the Christian movement as we head into the 21st century is in mega congregations. A group of people gathered a few years ago, Peter Drucker and Ken Callahan and George Gallup and Lyle Schaller, to puzzle through where is the Christian movement headed into the 21st century. Now, there were lots of other people that gathered, and the originating purpose was to gather the 4 of us for those conversations. And amidst that panoply of people gathered, there was a predisposition on the part of some to say, aha, the future is with mega congregations. And I am somewhat puzzled because among some of the people who go around the country, and I don't mean those 3, I mean others now, talking about mega congregations and the future is in mega congregations and so on. Yours truly is among the people who, as a pastor, has helped to build a mega congregation. And yours truly is among the people who have helped to build some of the mega congregations in this country. And yours truly is wise enough to know there are 4 futures, not 1. See, we have made the fatal mistake of assuming bigger is better. No. Bigger is bigger. And sometimes bigger is strong and healthy. Some people make the mistake and say, aha, thank God we're not big, we're really small. And we're getting smaller. Smaller is not better. Smaller is simply smaller. Some people say, thank God we're not like that big church, we're a small church, and we have a sense of community. Some small churches do. And I am in small churches that are as closed and cold as some large churches. It's a matter of spirit, not size. There are 4 futures. And were we to grow the Lutheran movement across the Carolinas, we would puzzle through how we can develop strong, healthy, small congregations, strong, healthy middle, strong, healthy large regional, strong, healthy mega. And our long-range strategy would focus on how we can help strong, healthy in all 4 futures. Now, the 2, quote, best futures, and I say that generally. All 4 are excellent futures. Simply wanting to illustrate a point are, I set aside mega for the moment. Among these 3, the 2 simplest futures are large regional and small strong. Large regional, with its range of outreach and mission and program and staffing. Small strong, with its sense of community and mission. The toughest one to do is the middle. Now, a phrase that I am quoted lots of places for, small is strong. We have made the fatal mistake of assuming that small is weak. Small is dying. How many people do you think were at Corinth in the early years? Small is strong. And it is true that we have some small congregations that are weak, and we have some small congregations that are dying. I can show you some mega congregations that are weak, and I can show you some mega congregations that have the seeds of death. I can show you large regional congregations that are bordering on the brink of the abyss. Weak and dying. It's not a matter of size. You see, I have not, in all our time together, focused primarily on how you get bigger. I have focused on, use the 12 central characteristics so that you develop a strong, healthy congregation. Now, you will find more of this in the book on Building for Effective Mission. Briefly and quickly put, small, strong congregations deliver the 9 out of the 12 that help them to have a deep sense of community. Small, strong congregations have one excellent mission in the community, in the world, that helps them overcome their preoccupation with any tendency to worry about their survival. Small, strong congregations have developed a sense of self-reliance and self-sufficiency. They are a mission team at the front line, smashed in. And they do well. And because they have a mission in the community, they also discover that community resources will help them. Small congregations, small, strong congregations, will never have a part-time youth director, and they know how to find the legendary teacher at the nearby high school who will be a community resource to them as they puzzle through what mission they plan to share with youth in that community. And small, strong congregations know that as key leaders, we are a mission team. Pastors will come and go. Sometimes we will have an apprentice right out of seminary. And sometimes we will have one that we thought would work out and really wanted to be in a big congregation and tried to turn us into a mini big, when what we are is a small strong. Small, strong congregations have the continuity of compassionate, competent key leaders as a mission team. Now, large regional deliver 9 out of the 12 in extraordinary ways. They deliver 9 out of the 12 in ways that say, aha, this church is among the very best in the community. And strong, large regional congregations have a mission program link. They have a mission with children, and they have the best preschool program in the county. That's a link. The first and the seventh central characteristics link. They have, in large regional congregations, a spirit of creativity and flexibility. Let's try it. See what happens. There is positive recognition for excellent mistakes in a large regional congregation. The more negative the recognition for mistakes, the lower the level of creativity in the group. If you correct people, you freeze their boat at the dock. They never sail the ship because they're worried about running aground. The more positive the recognition for excellent mistakes, there's a kind of creativity and flexibility. Now people are free. We'll try it. In large regional congregations, we have many new groupings. And these are not new groupings that meet, quote, weekly and monthly. Some are one time, and some are seasonal, and some are short term. And there is a team of leaders, pastor, and staff that together lead this large regional congregation. It is not true that large regional congregations are primarily built single-handed by a lone ranger charismatic pastor. Not true. I mean, even Lone Ranger had tonto. And the public person is frequently the pastor, and when you look at it more closely, what you will find is a core team of key leaders, pastor, and staff that help this venture work. And in a large regional congregation, we are having some, and this is true of small strong as well, we are having some relationship to and some mission with the other cultures around us. If you take a county, what you will find in that county is an educational, a business, a recreation, a government, a civic community, a retired, a home, and a religious. And you see, regrettably, the religious has mostly become, in some places, the ghetto where God is. We talked the other day about speaking and about visiting. Pick among these the 4 you'd have fun advancing, and visit the regular worshipers in your congregation who are in the 4 you'd have fun advancing. Do your speaking among the 4 you'd have fun advancing, and it would help the mission greatly. The toughest future, did you notice it does say there's a future? The toughest future is the middle. Now the middle delivers 9 out of the 12 well done. The middle has one mission program link. Well done. Now, did you notice up to this point, I haven't said anything about the 2080 principle. The middle congregation of all 4 is the one that practices the 2080 principle best. Because the middle congregation usually, see, the middle gets beat both ways. Lyle calls this a church on the plateau. It's tougher than that. Large regional congregations have the mission, the program, the staffing. Small, strong congregations deliver the intimacy and the sense of community. The middle gets beat both ways. It's too large to deliver, quote, small, strong, but it's not large enough to deliver the mission, the program, and the staffing, and it usually has more buildings and too much debt and not enough staff, and it gets beat both ways. It gets beat both both ways. The middle is like 7 of us trying to play the 11 best players in the Super Bowl. We will do it, and we will win, and we will play the game of our lives, and people will talk 10 years hence about the wonder of those 7 people beating the 11 best. The middle is like 5 of us deciding we're going to sing as a concert the Messiah. People will come from miles around, curious. They will talk years hence of the wonder and power of the 5 of us who have sung well the Messiah that day. And we will sing our hearts out. Now, large regional universities are doing very well, those that know what they're about. You can think of lots of small, strong colleges that have decided with integrity to be a small, strong college and deliver an excellent mission. The middle is gone. And one of the dilemmas in the mainline denominations in this country is that we bet the farm on the middle. We used to know how to do small, strong. In some mainline denominations, we've forgotten almost how to do that. And we haven't quite learned how to do large regional, and we bet the farm on the middle. The busy, bustling suburban church, with lots of programs and activities, something for everyone. Not even a mega church thinks something for everyone. And anybody who you read a bulletin or newsletter, something for everyone, you're just reading a bulletin or a newsletter of a group of people who don't know what they're doing. So they're trying to do everything. In the largest supermarket, we are very intentional about what foodstuffs do not make the shelves. My dad founded the first A&P supermarket the galaxy's ever saw. And in the largest supermarket in our time, you could go into this store, same chain, and certain foodstuffs are on the shelves because it's tailored to this community. Same chain, 5 miles away, you'll find a different set of foodstuffs. And as big as supermarkets are in our time, what I want you to know is more things don't make the shelves than do. And the art of the middle is not trying to be a mini mega. The art of the middle is, with integrity, to focus on the few 20%ers that we plan to expand and add in the coming 3 years, and to do well the middle. The middle works best when there are 3 major groups in leadership. When there are 2 major groups in leadership, we have the 2-cell church fight in the middle. And the best thing 2-cell churches do is fight. And the way beyond a 2-cell church fight is to grow a 3rd leadership cell. We'll still fight, but we'll take turns. And to do the middle well, it takes the continuity of an excellent match between key leaders, pastor, and staff. Now, do you remember what Paul said? Be ye therefore transformed by the deepening of your commitment, by the rising to the challenge, by the renewing of your mind. Think strong, healthy. Think that whatever size God now gives us, we will do that with integrity. I am frequently asked the question, but Dr. Callahan, what size are these? Well, in South Dakota, when we have an average worship attendance of 150, we're large regional. In Atlanta, Georgia, 150 is small, strong. And there are people who wander around the country talking about all these numerical, mathematical measurements. It's a matter of the way you think and the way you behave, and the size is the byproduct. And what I am therefore wanting to help you with is that the focus is first on strength. And whatever happens happens in size, know that God will bless first the strength. That's what God gives us. The size is byproduct. Now, I was talking with a person who plans to start a new congregation, a new mission. I said to them, do you plan to start a small strong? Do you plan to start a large regional? Do you plan to start a healthy middle? And in the conversation at that point, there were the two of us, the pastor who plans to start the mission and yours truly. Were we to decide to start a large regional, and there are two of us, we know that our first service of worship, we will launch the third Sunday in September of 97. We will launch the second service of worship in September of 98, and we will launch the third service of worship in, give or take, February of 99. We think. It's not bigger. Large regional simply offers multiple services. We think, we plan these number of groups. We develop a blueprint for staffing. It's not a matter of size. It's a matter of what are the strengths we plan to put in place. Second, whether we are small, strong, or large regional, or healthy middle, strong, healthy congregations of whatever size focus on their strengths and the mission they sense God inviting them to. Weak congregations focus on maintenance. People do not join groups that are focused on maintenance. They're not drawn there. Strong, healthy congregations, regardless of size, focus on compassion and community. And know with confidence and assurance that as people live long and well in the Christian life, they will 5, 10, 15, 20 years grow forward their commitment. The early motivations that draw people are compassion and community. Helping in one venture, there were 600-700 people there, and the new congregation asked if they could visit with me after the seminar, and I said, sure, and we met in a side room, and there were all of them there, all 35. And they said, Dr. Callahan, our worry is only 4 of us have ever been part of a Christian church before. 31 of us are new to Christ. I said, excellent. You will never have learned how to do a dying church. To do a dying church is a behavior pattern that people learn here and here. What you know is how to help people to discover the compassion of God. And God will bless you the mission. 4. Strong, healthy congregations live in memory, live in hope, not in memory. We have memory. And we remember tragic events that mar and scar our lives. We remember sinful events for which we ask God's and others' forgiveness. We remember incidental events. We don't know why we remember them. We remember celebrated events. And finally, the reason memory has power is because memory is about hopes fulfilled. The Passover, the Exodus, the Incarnation, crucifixion, the resurrection. The reason memory has power is because memory is about deep yearnings, longings, and hopes richly fulfilled. And we all live in hope more than memory. Take away a person's memories and we become anxious. Take away a person's hopes and we become terrified. We are the people of hope. We are the people with whom God has blessed with strength, with whom God has given mission, with whom God has shared compassion beyond conversation with your team partner, do two things. One, thank your team partner for being an excellent team partner. And two, simply, thoughtfully, prayerfully, share with your team partner one source of hope important to you. God.
Thank you.
God, good friend, there are many persons who have given us the privilege of these 3 weeks together. Sunday was a week, Monday was a week, Tuesday was a week. I mean, just think of all that we have done. And Steve, Peter, and hosts of others for their hospitality. I want to really thank personally Leonard, Rachel, David, Mal, Dick, Peter, and on and on and on. We would share our appreciation with them. Groups I've had the privilege of being part of. And it has been wonderful, our times together. David has words, and then we have a hymn and a benediction.
We're not at the end of anything, folks. We're really, I think, at the beginning. This gentleman has addressed us for these 3 days as good friends. I would say to all of us, feel free to say to him, thank you, good friend. Welcome to say, well done.
Good and faithful servant.
One of the ways in which you can say thank you to all of us and to yourselves is to do two simple things when you leave. Leave your evaluation form in the box and leave your plastic badges in the box. That is a way you can affirm what you have experienced. Is that a good way to do it?
Well done.
Thank you. It has been quite a conference. We started on Sunday evening at high energy. We begin at noon today at a high energy. It's amazing. Thank you. And thank all of you, all of the planning. Even a great presenter and resource person go to naught if we do not have participants. So we thank you. Let us stand and sing together a closing hymn, 377, Lift High the Cross.